why am I so passionate about giving back? You know why? Because I have gotten a lot, right? And I'd be totally selfish, right, if I didn't think this way. Because when I needed help in Canada after my first year university, I didn't have any money. And I had worked, I needed $2,000. This is 1971 now. I'd saved enough money to go to Canada. So I'd saved my 2,000, went there. I didn't know where second, third, or fourth year were gonna come from in terms of funding. So at the end of first year, I said, okay, I'm gonna work for the summer and hopefully I can save 2,000. Middle of July, I'd saved 600. So between end of July, the 2 weeks in July, end of August, I was not gonna save 1,400. So I got desperate. I wrote to the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Hugh Shearer, at the time. And I said, Mr. Shearer, I notice every year, I'm told and I notice, I observe, that you send an emissary of recruiters to recruit the graduate engineers. I'm a first-year engineer, and I've been writing to your services commissions on South Camp Road. You see where you know you have student loans office, right? For some help. And no one has responded to me. Prime Minister, you cannot harvest unless you sow. Right? That's what I wrote. So, middle of August, a month later, I got a letter from the Prime Minister's office. Mr. Shearer wrote me and said, next time you come to Jamaica, come and see me. I took $400 of the 600 and bought a ticket. That's how expensive tickets were in 71 to come to Jamaica. When I came, I presented my marks. Luckily, I had good marks, right? And they said they would give me a scholarship. So I was able to go back to Canada with a scholarship. And the scholarship wasn't for 2,000. It was for 5,000 per year. Right? So I was able to send money back to my family. Right? So, why do I feel so passionate about Jamaica? When I needed help, Jamaica helped me. Right? That's why I feel so passionate. I would not be where I am today if someone didn't say, let me just free this person, Mr. Shearer, the taxpayers of Jamaica. So I come here every other week and I sit at the Jamaica House, and so far in 3.5 years, I've done 425 meetings, right? 425, I never miss, because that's my passion. This country has too much and we have squandered it. Our previous generations, my generation, we have squandered it. One of the reasons why we're doing this is because I want to make sure that the next generation, you, right, you get the benefit of all that I have. That's the reason why I'm doing this. So you get the benefit, you can now be leveraged and become better than me, right? Because I didn't have a coach. You have a coach. That's why I'm doing this. So now I say to you, we talk about doing well, about doing good. What you gonna do? As of now, because you won't have fulfillment unless you think that way from the day one. All of this is about consciousness, right? Today is day one. Hopefully, you know, day one of everything you remember. First day in university, first day in high school, day one, day one, day one. Today is day one, right? Hopefully, you remember day one, right? So hopefully this would have made an indelible impression on you. So the things we talked about today, you should go home and think, right? And codify and make commitments. Or else you would have wasted your time, right? So let's not waste time. It's a formula. We all should calculate it. It's called QRT. Quality remaining time. The older you become, the more conscious you are of quality remaining time. Okay, so what does that mean? You take your actuarial age. My actuarial age, I'm 68. I may live to 20 years. That's my actuarial age, right? So I have 20 years. Take your actuarial age, subtract your existing age from your actuarial age, in my case, 20 years. Multiply it by 52. That's 1,000. I have 1,000 weekends left. What am I going to do with those 1,000? right? After next weekend is 999. The following weekend, 998. Holy macros, I better run out, I better leave right now. Go do something constructive. Eh? So if you think like that, you don't waste time. So I may get sideswiped by cancer, right? I don't get to 88. I may get sideswiped by an accident, but that's, right? But that's just, but if I don't get sideswiped, actuarially, that's my QRT. I have 1,000 weekends left. What's your QRT?